Sports Day up until 8 o'clock. Tony Leonard with Terry Wallace. Good story we're about to let you in on because the gentleman's name is Tim Barrett. We'll let him tell the story, Plough. But he and three mates are raising money for a special person, and they're doing it in some of the most inhospitable land in Australia. Tony Leonard here. Tim, welcome to Sports Day right across country Victoria and southern New South Wales. Tell us your story because I've just been having a read about it. It's a fascinating yarn.
The idea of our ride up the Canning Stock Route, it's a ride to raise money for supporting kids with cancer, and it's named in honour of Nardias Susmilch. Unfortunately, Nardia lost her life recently to cancer, and we decided to name it in her honour because, beautiful young girl, and unfortunately didn't live to fulfil the life that most of us like to expect. And we realised that while it's an absolute tragedy that Nardia lost her life, that there are still so many kids in this country that are battling cancer, and it's really tough on the kids, the siblings and their families. So that's what this is all about. It's really providing respite for that. This is actually a self-funded trip from all of the guys involved, and 100% of donations through the nardiaschallange.org website will go to providing support and respite for kids and their families with cancer.
And how's the sponsorship coming along, Tim? Has it been well supported?
Yes, it's been reasonably well supported, Plough, but we're obviously looking for a lot more. So, if there's anybody out there that wants to jump on board and can assist in any way, look, cancer touches everybody these days, and it's just an unfortunate circumstance of life. But when it touches our young and our innocent, I think it just squeezes your heart just that little bit more.
Look, I know good friends of ours, the Bendigo Bank, are supporting the cause. And look, both myself and Tony, we love a beer, and we hear that the Brew Premium Lager are donating a slab per $1 per slab sold in August. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not a bad one. That's because, look, there's a lot of beer drinkers and they can't necessarily afford to, maybe donate $1 a hit or whatever. But if you go and buy a slab of brew, they will guarantee $1 out of that slab cost will actually go to Nardias Challenge.
What we'll do, certainly, Tim, we'll actually follow you through, and if we can obviously contact you by satellite phone or whatever, I'm tipping the 97% of the country that Telstra promises can be contacted. The Canning Stock Route just might fall in the 3% that isn't covered. But tell us about the preparation. Tell us a bit, because I've only heard about it when I was growing up doing grade 6 geography. Tell us a bit about the Canning Stock Route.
The Canning Stock Route is the longest, most isolated and arguably the toughest stock route, not only in Australia but indeed the world. Now, we're going to come out of Walloona, which is sort of central Western Australia, and sort of head northeast and then duck back out into Halls Creek. Now, we're going to be faced with up to 16-metre high sand dunes in places, extremely soft sand, some really rugged, rocky areas. We heard there's been a little bit of rain up there lately, so dry river crossings are not as dry as they once were. Obviously, there's the various snakes and whatnot out there as well that we'll have to contend with. So there'll be sand, flies. There'll be a myriad of things that are going to get in our way. Not to mention underpowered postie bikes, and possibly we've got enough spare parts or enough tubes and repair kits to repair approximately 300 flat tyres. So hopefully we don't need to run through all of that. Otherwise, we'll be using spin effects in the tyres to get them up the hill.
Yeah. By the way, just on the Canning Stock Route, does history tell us that there are many who've tried but have perished on the route?
Yeah, that's right. Look, even in the early days, it's obviously when the stock route was first opened, it's a very treacherous place, and the stock route itself is actually littered with abandoned four-wheel drives. Some of them burnt out, and it's a pretty inhospitable place.
Well, we not only do we congratulate yourself, David Boone, not the cricketer, Paul Chaplin and Josh Main for taking on the Canning Stock Route for Nardias Susmilch, and we also thank the Bendigo Bank and the Brew Premium Lager for donating. What we'll do, we'll follow it through. People want to follow this through. It's Nardia. That's NADIYAS challenge.org. So Nardias challenge.org. What we'll do, we'll also just go to the Bendigo Bank because they're involved as well and they're happy to take donations, Tim.
Oh, that's right. Look, the Bendigo have absolutely been fantastic, and what that gives us is complete and utter transparency in what we're doing. And the absolute bonus of the Bendigo being involved in our official partner is the fact that they do all the administration. I don't have to write a single receipt.
Good stuff. Hoping to raise $100,000. Tim, we'll actually catch up with you probably a couple of days before you start on your journey, and obviously talk about the preparations that's gone from today till then, and we'll follow it through and make contact on a semi-regular basis as you and your team go across first the Canning stock route, and then, of course, if you can sort of get that far, take the extra 1,200 kilometres to Darwin. A long way, my friend, a long, long way.
Well, the interesting part is we've got 3,500 kilometres. We'll put the bikes on a trailer from Melbourne, and we've got to do 3,500 kilometres in 3 days before we even unload the bikes to start.
So you'll have an idea of journey. Hey, Tim, we'll catch up in the next couple of weeks.
Great. Thanks very much, gentlemen. I appreciate your time.
It's a terrific cause.